Ao Nang, a family-friendly beach town. It's popular with backpackers and travellers too, but I'll tell you who it's not popular with. The barmongers. The gentlemen who come to Thailand with the intention of finding a short-term muse at a bar. Ao Nang lacks that, and I think it's a lot to do with the very Muslim demographic that makes up the area, the people who actually live here. But that's not to say that it doesn't exist. That's not to say that if someone was looking, they couldn't find something along those lines. And so I thought I would show you, for those who may be interested, where someone, a gentleman perhaps, could find short-term company in Ao Nang. There is only one street, and it is zoned as such to keep all of the debauchery away from the family-friendly resort vibe of Ao Nang. But we are stood outside it right now, and it is known as the RCA. Here we go in all of its glory. And as we stand to look at the RCA, I think we're getting the picture, don't we? So this street, Soi RCA, is situated on the main Ao Nang street. And it is a street like all the others that masks itself with a food market at the front, and the food market is quite good. So before we dive straight into the RCA, let's go and have a look at the food market, so that in case you're a little bit hungry before you go to find your short-term companion, you are able to find a snack or a beverage in here. Let's go and have a look. You have many stalls here that sell Thai food. Sawadee krab. All very nice, all delicious. Seafood, and then at the end, there is a bar. Have a look at that, the bar. Wonderful, but that's not why we're here, is it? We're actually here to see what's going on in the RCA. Now, as we all know, not too much happens at the daytime in areas like this, and that's why I'm down here in the daytime, because I don't want people to be perceiving me as some sort of sleazy guy. So that's why I've come at this time. And we can see fitting of many sorts of the similar streets that you find around Thailand. We have a bar set up with a pool table, entertainment, and maybe even some dancing poles. So these are the many selections of bars that you can find on the RCA. It's not like Pattaya, it's not like Bangla Road where they're open all day. They are only open at night. But if you are a gentleman who is looking for that sort of recreational activity, Soi RCA is where you find that, at night, of course. So, at the end of the road, you do have a very legitimate business, Beats and Burgers, which does delicious, tasty burgers. So if you've walked down the street and you've visited all of the bars, but you haven't found your muse yet, don't fret, because you can get down to the end and enjoy a burger and some Beats. But look, there are actually quite a few bars on this road, and I'm glad I've come at daytime, so one, that I can film, and two, also so that I'm not in and amongst all of it. Because you know I'd hate that, dear viewers, wouldn't I, as a man who is wifed up. But this is the street with many bars. I'd estimate probably 15 bars along this street, and if you can't find someone to take your fancy in 15 bars, then you are a discerning gentleman, and you probably won't be walking down the street anyway. I'm just joking, guys. Who am I to judge? But yeah, I thought I would just show you this street. Thought you'd find it interesting, and then when you're done here, you can go onto the main clubs on the main street, because it's all very close together. And I do actually go to the food market here quite often. It is good. It is very reasonably priced. And so that is the RCA. Now there are a couple of other locations in Ao Nang where similar services I'm sure could be procured. I've never been up there either. I don't know what lies up there. Maybe someone could report back on what the Black Moon Cafe is like. Do let me know if you end up visiting the RCA. It would be quite interesting to have a report, a guide. So maybe if somebody does visit the RCA, they could come into Knockout Labs and give us a trip report of sorts. That could be fun. Right guys, thank you for joining me on this journey as we ventured to Ao Nang's little strip of debauchery. I hope you guys have great trips to Ao Nang when you do come. And if you do visit the RCA, I hope your wife also enjoys such activities. I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will. Take care guys, God bless. Make sure that you are subscribing, liking the video. It helps me out a lot. Take care, see you in the next one. God bless.